lot of stuff, so that kind of, it's a constant pain. Almost like you get when you need to go to the toilet and you get that pain because you're holding on to it in your sleep. So I've been in the toilet and I still get the pain, so it's obviously the gut's gurgling away or whatever. So nearly had 7 hours there, and I've only been taking 3 drops of that stuff before, well, whenever I lie down. My mom's doing a little bit of work for my son. I wouldn't say I'm doing loads, but I'm doing probably a 4-hour, like a normal person's doing. Like over a 6-hour day, I'll probably do maybe 4 hours work, 3 hours and 45 minutes at work. So I do not work as fast, but I work close to fast. Not fast, but I'm more working at the moment because I'm nearly done, so I'm doing it a bit faster. Does that make sense? So cut some panels yesterday. One of them's got to be trimmed off at the top, and sadly one of my pipes is a little bit close to the panel, so and I glued that floorboard down because that's where the RSJ is, and I can't get to the pipe now. So I'll have to try and take the floorboards out the other way to see if I can get to it. I don't think I can because it's right over on the right side of the board. It's only just catching it by about 10 mil. All I need to do is like, imagine that's the pipe going up through a hole, the panel's pushing the pipe like that, and obviously it's got a plastic, it's made of plastic, so if I'm pushing it, that's going to split eventually. I've seen one split before, so you know, you live and learn, do you know what I mean? These fittings are good, but you can't put any sort of pressure on them, do you know what I mean? So, and I think they all need to be clipped to keep them like from having little bits of flex. I've definitely remember one splitting one before. I've had one pop off because I forgot to put a pipe in. Well, no, my friend forgot to put a pipe insert in. So they're alright as long as you don't put pressure on them or stress. That's the word. Oh my gosh, we're getting some words, people. As long as you don't put stress on the fittings. So that's nearly 2 7 hours in a row, and I've done 3 drops. So what I'll do, and I've been waking up at least 2 times, at least 2, possibly 3. I've had to go to the toilet twice. And eventually, if I don't get up, I think because of the experiences in the past of needing to get up and go to the toilet and then not being able to get back to sleep, I'm scared to get back up. But it gives you a bad gut. But I think it might be my whatever it is, parasite, SIBO. Parasites definitely to begin with, which I tried to cleanse with wormwood. So now it could be SIBO, I don't know. So bacteria. But anyway, who knows? I'm just doing what I'm doing. It seems to be helping a little bit, so I'm going to keep doing it. I'm not doing it exactly right. I'm going to wait until I finish doing this bathroom, then I'm going to do what I think I need to do. So that's that. But that stuff seems to be working. A little bit of work's helping. And that's it. If I get a bed and I get out of this room, I'll be alright. Don't know. Many thanks for the thumbs up, whoever did that. It's very kind of you. $13 viewers. Oh yeah, baby. Bit of coconut water. I got my favourite one back now. This is one of the best ones. The best one I had was an organic one. Bloody expensive though. Comes in a little glass bottle and it was like nearly £1.99 each, but oh my gosh, it was lush. And I mean it was lush. And when I say something's lush, it is lush. You ever had that cereal when you get to the bottom of the bowl? I don't eat cereal anymore, but I eat the keto one. So when you get to the bottom of the beer, because I don't have milk anymore, I use something else. And you get to the bottom of the bowl with the milk, and then you have that little bit of milk at the bottom. It's got that kind of, reminds you of a cereal tasting water. It's lush. But then again, I haven't had cereal in milk for a very long time. Maybe it doesn't taste like that, but that's the impression I got off of it, and I always remembered it. It's lush. Very expensive though. Very expensive. I had a dream again. I had a longer dream this time. I think when I woke up the second time, I could have made a movie out of it. I had a dream years ago where it was such an intense, explicit dream. I ended up starting to write a book about it. I got to about 10 pages and I forgot what happened. But it would have been a good movie. have been a good movie, people. Come on, we've got 10 viewers. Anybody else want to leave a thumbs up? We got a hi at last. Hello, Trudy. How are you? Sorry if I didn't say hi. It doesn't move until I move it with my thumb. That's why I keep moving it with my thumb. So we got a meeting today, so we can't do nothing until about 1 o'clock. And I could do it with the break if I'm honest, people. So shut the curtains again on me now. You know what I mean? I just like looking at. I look at the road and see the cars, and you see curtains shut on you. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at my bloody phone. Just got up and you're shutting your curtains. It makes me paranoid over here. I'm looking at the bloody cars going by. I see the odd motorhome go by. I can figure out what motorhome I want. Oh, I can't definitely look now. Can't do what really call it. No. That's combing a raw, people, or a brush. Magic brush. Detangler. Definitely. Got 14 viewers. Come on, who's going to be the one who's got this and says, you know what, I can move my finger and do this. Such a strong heart. Hello, Alfie. Hello, Dino, or Dino. Dino, I bet you want to be called Dino. Or it could be Dino. It could be Dino conflict. Sounds like a dinosaur war. But it could be Dino. So I'm just going to call you Dino. But I think Dino is spelled D-E-A-N-O. So it could be like, it could be Dino. It's Dino. It's Dino. Roller. Hey Adam, how are you, buddy? 92, eh? Woohoo! What a year. 90s. 80s were slightly better, but 90s were still bloody good, mate. Alright? Still bloody good. The 70s were pretty good too. And the 60s. I don't know really much about the 50s. But the 80s for me were definitely the best. I've not seen a decade since that has matched the 80s. Spain, I am English. Hola. There you are. I just said hola. Been wanting to say that for a long time. It's my first Spanish word, people. Yes, I'm learning Spanish. Did I say it right? Right, I'm getting a fresh milky out. Getting a fresh milky out, but it's not milk. I didn't like what they were doing to the cows. I didn't know they were doing that to cows, so I stopped drinking milk. Not perfect. I still eat chicken. I still have a steak. Never used to have steak. I used to have a gammon steak. Now I'm having a steak. Grass-fed, of course. Oh, of course, people. Anybody want to drop another thumbs up? Let me see that thumbs up. Come on. Come on. I'm chatting to a few. Come on. Somebody bang that like button. Come on. It's free. It costs you nothing. It doesn't make me any money. It's just nice to see when you've got 10 or 12 or 13 viewers to see more than one thumbs up. It's just nice. It's not balanced, people. Come on. Let's get some balance in the world. Let's get some balance. Russia or Germany? I don't know, mate. I don't know what we're on about. I don't pick sides, so you got the wrong person. Thank you, whoever did that. Number 2, well done. Now it feels like it just doesn't feel so bad now. Do you know what I mean? 2 out of 10 is not bad. That's 20% in it. Is that 20%? It is 20%, isn't it? Yeah, it's 20%. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It just feels better than 10%. Do you know what I mean? Or 2 sounds better than 1. I don't know why. Because it's taken 2 people now. That means we've got a connection. We've got 2 people working together. This is teamwork. Do you know what I mean? See how I look at it? One world, baby. We're all connected. We had a late night vegetarian salad meal. If it wasn't for that, we'd only had 1 meal yesterday. We'd have done a kind of intermediate fast. Well, we kind of do an intermittent fast because we didn't eat the night before until about 11 at night, latest 10, and we didn't eat the next day until about 5 p.m. So whatever that is, 12, 18 hour intermittent, whatever they call it. Raver or roarer. I guess you are Dino then. You're like a roarer. Aurora. Right. We gotta make this bread soon. I hope that's instructions on there, because I've run out of bread, and we've ordered the ingredients for this Everbread. But the problem is, this bread's white. The bread that I'm gonna make is gonna be like a dark brown, but it's supposed to be really good for your gut as well. So I'm gonna try it. So it can be an addition, because I've got the stuff that I'm supposed to have taken from my gut in here. This is what I'm supposed to have took from my gut, which actually goes in the bread. So in a way, I'm taking it in the bread, and it'd be good for my gut. So that's why I'm going to do it. I possibly might not like the bread because it's proper dark. So, but at least it's something to eat and fill my gut up. You know, I miss me bananas. I want a banana. I want an organic 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 banana. What's your favourite dino? This is not an easy conversation for me. Right, in an imaginary sense, my favourite dinosaur would be one that eats plants. There you go. Not an easy question for me to answer. So, one that eats plants, there you are. Whatever that one is, I don't know. Right. We've got a meeting today. My life. No, it doesn't. What am I going to say? My short-term safety. No, don't use that word. My short-term. It just means it's quite a heavy day today. Quite a heavy day. Put it that way. Quite a heavy day. Well, it'd be alright. I'm always confident. I never used to be a very positive person, and I never had much good happen to me. So I'm more positive now. My gut feels better than it did 2 weeks ago. My sleep's better than it was 2 weeks ago. That's positivity, people. Yeah, I might still have pains and whatnot, but I'm also thinking about joining a gym or moving my computer in the other room, and I'll have my own little gym again. The thing is, I want to do incline bench press, and it makes my shoulder go. So I'm thinking about maybe using the dumbbells for that, but they're not heavy enough. So figure out. 7, baby. I was playing a game last night. Somebody had 777 their name. She was talking. She was like, "Hello, has anybody got a mic?" She had a lovely voice. And she said, "Anybody got a mic? Anybody got a mic?" And I was like, "Yeah, hello." And I said, "I love your name, 777." And all that. And she didn't talk all game, but she didn't say nothing after that. I think she took it the wrong way. Played your game night, and I was going, I got this one, I got that one, or something I was saying. And never heard her voice once after that. I think she might have took it the wrong way, I don't know. Just reminded me. Right then, done. Making me drink, I ain't got to wash up. I got most of my paperwork sorted. It's so much paperwork. This has been such a challenge. I hate paperwork. I get stressed on paperwork. I did a thingy on the phone the other week. I said, do you want to do it on paper or do you want to do it on phone? I'll do it with phone. And then they're asking me when I go over there, everything's in paperwork. I got loads of paperwork over there. They want to know the ins and outs of everything when they could just get all the stuff from the place where I'm coming from. Do you know what I mean? It's just stupid. We finally put some more salt in here. Some more Celtic salt in here. No, my scales won't go off. Oh my god. I will not recommend this vacuum. It's crap. If you're going to buy a mini one, they might be 20 quid, they might be 25 quid, but if you actually want it to last 2, 3, 5 years, don't buy 25 quid ones, people. Don't buy yourself a 50 quid one or a 90 quid one, then they'll last, because they are very handy, but they're not handy if they keep breaking. It's not worth 20 quid, is it? I bought 2 of them now in 4 years. That's 40 quid I spent. Maybe I should have just spent the 50 quid and they would have lasted all this time. Do you know what I mean? This one's been broke for 4 months, 5 months already. Unless you can treat it really well. Eventually the battery dies anyway. Right. Right, it's 9:30. I got quite a bit earlier, so I got to go to a bank. And then I've been struggling with some of the paperwork. And I only thought about, I've got all the paperwork now. Well, it's not exactly right, I don't think. And I realised you can go to a bank and get the paperwork. Because I cancelled my paper letters to save trees. Not that I'm going to save many, but you know, I thought, well, I don't really need them. I never look at them. So, I thought I'd cancel it. And then I actually needed it. First time I've ever needed a bank statement. Won't look at my mobile. I say, I got my mobile bank here. Do I look at that? No, it needs to be a paper statement. Why? I think everything's digital now. I think they'd just be awkward. Do you know what I mean? Not the lady. She was really nice. Seven plus 2 people. 9. It's end of cycle. Guess what I woke up? Woke up to a video. Bang on 9 minutes. Bang! Bang! Bang on 9 minutes. Right, is anybody ever going to answer my question out there? Does anybody own an electric bike out there? Because I'm fed up of riding my bike in the wind. If I get an electric bike, would it be easier to ride my bike in the wind? Because every time I hit wind, I'm like, it's hell. Like, it's miserable ride. It's miserable riding a bike when you're in the wind. Will it help me through the wind a bit? Because you're just pedaling along kind of with a bit of pressure with a standard bike anyway, which is good exercise. I don't mind that. And then you're on flat. You're not on a hill. So it's nice to ride flat, and then you get into a wind area, and then you're like starting to get knackered because you're going against the wind. Would an electric bike help that, or would I still be screwed because the wind's pushing me? Or would my legs be a little bit easier to ride it? I still feel the, you know? Can somebody out there please answer this question who's got an electric bike? Please! I've asked a lot of times. Gonna have to rent one of them bloody stupid bikes out there, aren't I? They look like freaking. They just look so heavy. I've seen two kids ride them up the bloody hill though. I'd never be able to ride up that hill. My dad's hill was crazy. I'd never be able to ride up that hill. I watched them ride up there. It's like, what? How powerful are these things? I reckon it would be powerful enough. I think it's common sense that it would be, but I'm thinking about the wind pushing me back. That's the only time I don't like riding my bike is when I get to these wind blocks and there's two that I gotta go through. Sometimes the third. If I go down by the water, there's three I gotta go through. I've learnt one lesson: don't go on the other side of the water down the other end because the wind block down there is hell. You know me, I might not be using the right term. The lacking of my aerodynamics. What could I do for my aerodynamics? Incline press would give me an angle on my chest here, would give me an angle on my chest here, and the wind would just go off. Yeah, that's probably what it is. We need to get back on the incline press. That's one thing about joining a gym. I want to have a go on one multi-gym ones with the bar with the free weights, so it's strict. Maybe then I won't hurt my shoulder. Don't know, people. What do you reckon? Any better now? So, I've got an hour to chill, sit on my ass. Right, last night I did a recording on my game. I played my game. I didn't play for very long, so I was a bit tired last night. But I played for an hour. It's fun. It's fast. It's got a lot of colour in it. I think there's some things in it. It needs a lot of tweaking. But I recorded it. And I think I recorded a short. There's a little shortcut key. I did that as well. I did try and do the other thing. So I'm going to go and see if those two things worked. I think one of them definitely worked. I think the main recording works, and I think the little short recording works. Then I got put the OBS onto the PC, so then when I hit the pedal, the shortcut key will work to do the screenshot, whatever you call it, the short video. Then I can just do it, because I was having a little good moment last night in the game, and I was trying to hit the button with my other hand, and I got killed at that moment where the moment could have been even better. That's what I want on a pedal. Don't worry, there's no cheats on my pedals like them plonkers are. I use my pedals for gameplay. Yeah, baby. Right, that's my lot. I'm gonna go and chill out. Many thanks for helping me make a coffee, wake up, tell you about my sleep, tell you about my day, and that's quite a nice van. I wouldn't want to live in that though. I need a big one, but it's kind of nice style on the outside. Kind of Americanized. I've noticed our English vans are starting to get a bit Americanized, you know what I mean? I obviously, when I picture an American van, I always picture the 18 van. Do you know what I mean? So, our vans are not quite there, but our vans are probably like 30% there. Our vans are very boring, you know? It's a very boring place to live aesthetically. The only good thing about England is the nature, do you know what I mean? Aesthetically, it's not that pleasing, do you know what I mean? If you live in a nice area that's Victorian or something like that, then it's aesthetically pleasing. But most of the houses that they design and where they build now, it's just nothing matches. It's just all out of sync, do you know what I mean? It's not nice, you know? You get the odd person who do graffiti on the side of a house or a shop front, that kind of brightens a place up a little bit. Nice graffiti, not just bloody, you know? Proper like art, you know? That's kind of nice, but nothing worse seeing like different buildings everywhere, you know? They just don't match. You know, you understand stuff won't match exactly to Victorian or whatever era it would be, Georgian or whatever. I don't understand it all. Do you know what I mean? Gregorian. I don't understand those words. We don't do history, okay, people? We don't do geography, history. We don't do art either. Well, we do try and do art, but this is all related to school. It's a private joke. So yeah, I'm off. Anyway, many thanks for those 2 thumbs up. You're very kind. Out of like 50 viewers, you're the 2 people that hit the thumbs up. And very nice to chat to people as well. That also gives me somebody to talk to instead of me talking to myself. When there's people to talk to, I talk to them. And when there's not, I just talk. Okay? That's what you got to do on a stream or a YouTube channel, whatever you call it. You're no dead air, people. Catch you later. Thanks for the thumbs up. See ya.